Oh, good. There it is. Welcome. It's been a while. Finally live again. A lot I want to talk about. A lot going on. Very close in this perspective. Again, subscribe. Oh, subscribe. Like, share. Just want to jump on today. Maybe I'll do a few screen shares, see what's going on. I went to the Kanye West concert Friday and yesterday, Sunday. Pretty amazing. Um, I don't know. You couldn't see him. That's one of my pet peeves here is that you could not see him that well. Let's see if this works. This is better. You could not see Kanye. That was one of the issues is that you could not see him that well. I mean, he's just a blip on top of that big ball. Friday I was a little toasty, so I didn't really get to see most of the concert, remember it. So that was fun, but had a good time nonetheless. Um, yeah, so let's talk about that concert. Pretty great. Everybody was so late arriving. At 8 p.m. when the concert was the start time of the concert, it was literally only a third full and they just had to wait. I mean, I had bought seats up top, and then made my way down to near the floor. Great experience. Played all the hits. I just have a question for him: is how the hell was he wearing that outfit? Like, it was so crazy. He was wearing an outfit that was crazy, like a gardening gloves and he was wearing gardening gloves and like a full-on jacket and a full-on outfit. Kind of crazy. Just a few things about the Liquor Lab. Just rebranded it to the Liquor Lab marketing agency. We're going to be, and we have, if you go to liquorlab.com, and I will pull it up right now. If we go to liquorlab.com. I'll have to do that later. Let's see if I can pull it up on the live right now. If we go. Okay. Now I know I have. Okay. Let me pull up the browser only. So, all right, I'll work that out for the next live. But yeah, so I've relaunched my marketing site, so liquorlab.com, the marketing agency. We have a few offers. Uh, I have an extensive product that builds your application. The one thing is like people got to realize with AI is that it's only good as what you put into it. You just can't have it do. You can't be dumb and it do the work for you. So I would definitely the first step, and this is a freebie, is you need to have at least 10 years of experience, and don't be shy about putting everything you did at that job, each job. So we'll start it off as you have your 10 years of experience, or whatever your career is. Maybe for some of you young people, it's 2 jobs, 1 job. Write down every single thing you did and measurables. So you want to put measurables, like measurables meaning performance. I grew the business X amount. I did this X amount. I um I I achieved X, Y, and Z along with the actual things you did. Once you use my prompt, to be found at theliquorlab.com, it's $10. It works a lot. For instance, I've applied for let's say I applied for 56 applications. I've only received about 10 auto rejects out of that, and that's pretty damn good. It's a tough market out there. We're chugging along. You just got to keep rolling with it. Things will work out. You just can't be defeated by the system. You have to leverage the system, and I can't say that enough. You cannot be defeated by the system. You have to leverage the system. So like I said, you create this long CV, everything you did, and then from there you could throw it into Claude, and I really recommend spending the money on the Claude paid version. It's really, really good. And then, so the liquorlab.com relaunched. I also offer for companies and business owners, SEO, AGO, AEO optimizations that not only signal for SEO, but they signal back to AIs, because companies need to be the answer. And that's a huge, huge thing right now, is companies need to be the answer. So like I said, Kanye West concert, great, played all the hits, brought out Kodak Black, which was great last night. Just the acoustics at Raymond James, if you were in like that behind the end zone concourse on the south side of the stadium, I'm sure on the north side as well by the pirate ship, you couldn't really hear anything, to be honest. You couldn't really hear anything. So it was just off. When I was in my seat, you just heard everything perfectly. This is a great show. I don't understand, like, these politicians trying to cancel the show. I understand Kanye's controversial and he said some things, but did they want to cancel it to make? They don't speak for the people, because both shows where everybody was there. I have to say, Tampa and New York, even Tampa, when it comes to events like this, we're so late arriving. It's crazy. Like at 9:00, I think they finally went live at like 9. It was a long time waiting, because got there early. I know where to park. Yes, Tim, I know where to park. So got there early. Parked for $20 on someone's lawn, which we always do for the Bucks games, and that was easy. Getting in was easy. They had the floor entrance, because it was definitely, they had people going to the floor go through their own entrance, which is needed because it was kind of like the field entrance. But yeah, people showed out. Great crowd. There were people I saw some people travel from Fort Lauderdale to go there, because the World Cup has Miami. So I would notice someone going through their Apple Pay, because I'm like that, and I saw a ticket on the Brightline to Fort Lauderdale. So people travel to this event. I thought they should have done Friday, Saturday. It would have been probably a little better vibe earlier, but overall good. So yeah, great show. If you could catch him at another location, go catch him. Also want to talk about Jay-Z. Jay-Z has his shows coming up at Yankee Stadium. Listen, Jay-Z, up until Watch the Throne, I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. I had the CDs, My Life Volume 1, My Life Volume 2. I think there's a Volume 3, and then it goes to the Blueprint. The Dynasty is Volume 3, I believe. So it goes Volume 1, Volume 2, then the Dynasty. So that I was a huge Jay-Z fan. I don't understand why Jay-Z is coming out right now to perform with the hair and this, and what is the need? And also, people have said it, that freestyle at the Roots, why can't, and this goes for Drake also, like, if we're gonna diss people, if we're gonna diss rappers, could we just make a direct diss? Like Eminem, 50 Cent on Ja Rule type stuff, or Nas, Ether. These subliminals are too modern. And then Jay-Z contradicts himself. He says, oh, this battle rap is over. Then he comes out, says all this stuff. And Dame Dash, we love you. You know, you're one of the founders of Rockefeller Records. But bro, come on. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? I don't get it. I don't get you. I don't get you. I don't get what's going on. He's kind of a genius in a way because he's getting views on being super controversial because he has all the dirt. He could just get on an interview and it's going to be cut up 1,000 times and it goes to 1,000 places, and then you get people either talking about how crazy he is or this and that. I mean, listen, he's right about a few things. That Dame is right about like Jay is like a billionaire doesn't work. Why does he have this need to go back to work? I think it's about all these files and resetting the narrative and things like that. That's what I think. Whew. That's what I think. I think it's about resetting the narrative about him and those files and things like that. But if you're a billionaire, you shouldn't have to work. Um, Another few things I heard that I want to say is that Jay-Z wasn't like the number one guy when I was younger. He wasn't like the number one go-to person for hip hop. I mean, he was up there, but he wasn't like dominating everything, you know? It wasn't like today, how like Drake has all these top 40s and things like that, you know? Speaking of New York rappers, Fat Joe. Does anyone want to talk about how Fat Joe makes money? Fat Joe was not a big deal when I was younger, when he supposedly laid the groundwork for his career. I mean, he had don't get me wrong. He had Lean Back. Lean Back was gold, platinum, let's say. Lean Back was the shit. It was great. But you have and the next hit was All the Way Up. I don't understand. And there's a lot of rumors about the estate of Big Pun and things like that, but how did Fat Joe get all this money? I just don't understand it. I don't understand. And then he put out this new song with the victory beat. Listen, I'll call it how I see it. I don't understand it. If it wasn't for Jada on that track, and Jada's a legend. So if it wasn't for Jada on that track's nothing. Like what? Where does let's review. Where does Fat Joe get his money? How is he this wealthy? And is he this? He's not really relevant. I mean, like, I don't understand the Fat Joe money making vehicle. I understand he's Rock Nation and all this other stuff. Don't even let me get into Rock Nation. But yeah. We'll talk about Rock Nation for a second. There's one line that Academics brings out. Big shout to Academics because he doesn't care and he likes who he likes. And you know, I really respect that about him. He will like who he likes, and he's a really big. He's really loyal to Drake. But when Jay talks about MAGA Republicans, the MAGA Republicans pardoned the CEO of Rock Nation. So I just don't understand. Like they're creating their own conflict of interest. And I just think he's selling out those shows in New York. Yeah, because people want to see him. They want to see what it's about. It's super expensive. Another thing, these concerts are super expensive. Friday night was so much more expensive for Kanye or Ye. Was so much more expensive than yesterday. So much more. I don't think they should have added the second show, in my opinion, but they did. So we got one watcher, 14 minutes in. Hello to the watcher. Who knows who it is? Probably one of my friends just being nice. Yeah. So that is that on that end. That's it. Let's just one thing about let's go to the World Cup. I didn't even put this in the description, but the World Cup, I mean, Fox is doing a great job with the broadcast. I mean, their pre and post are just long enough. A lot of coverage. The app is great. The one thing I will tell you, Fox, is that if there's multiple games going on at the same time, you should be able to swipe up on Fox One like you can on most every other streaming platform like YouTube and Fubo to see like if you go to another broadcast. In Fox One, you can't do that. You have to exit that broadcast and go to another. So that's one criticism of the tech. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's been a good tournament. Colombia got robbed with that toenail. I mean, it is what it is, right? It was offsides. I get it. Um, yeah, but overall, enjoying the World Cup. People got to understand these get-in prices are secondary market. The Knicks prices were secondary market. The Knicks weren't selling the tickets for 10 grand. The secondary market was selling the tickets for 10 grand. So these get-in prices are insane. I saw to get into some of these things with Argentina is like $5,000, $10,000. I mean, it's a lot of money. And are the federations getting discounts? Because for the American citizen and people here, we're spending a lot of money. These tickets are costing even face value. When I was looking a while ago, they were super expensive. So are the federations giving people who sign up opportunities to buy at a really cheaper price? Because it would seem that way. Yeah, so just reviewing, I have the new Liquor Lab. Let's put it in here. Could I add that? Can I add that? Let's see. I don't think I can. Maybe. Let's see. New scene. Done. No. I'll have to do it later, but I'll add the link. The link will be in the description, liquorlab.com, Liquor Lab Marketing Agency, SEO, brand, creative direction. If you're applying for jobs, I have a prompt that's $9.99. It's super affordable. I may be taking a 50% discount for the 4th of July 250 year anniversary. We'll see how that goes. But job prompt, Liquor Lab Marketing Agency. We'll be getting into it. I just wanted to kick things off and get back on here. Thanks to the one viewer. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate it. And I think that'll be it for today. I really just impromptu went live, but listen, like, subscribe, share, hate it. I don't care. I really don't. As long as you engage and watch. Maybe I'll go live later today with a better agenda and some of these new screens.